got that one right. Welcome back to Rim Park in Waterloo, Ontario for weekend 3 of Ontario Championships. Today in the gold medal match for 18U boys, we have number 1 Pacman against number 2 Storm. I'm Shane White, indoor development coach for the OVA, and joining me as always is LP Mainvar, our high performance manager. LP, welcome.
Hey, thanks Shane. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Should be a good matchup today, LP. What are your thoughts on this matchup going forward? 1 against number 2.
Well, I like this matchup. I mean, obviously everyone knows this Pacman gold team. They have some very physical athletes, very physical players. And then on the other side, we have Storm, which they have very skilled players, not as physical. But I still remember last year's final at 17U between those two teams, and it was a really good game. So I'm really looking forward to this repeat here in this 18U finals this year.
Should be an awesome matchup. Thanks for joining us. Storm serving first.
Langley with the serve. Set to the middle, and it's dug by Storm. Devisheri with the kill on the line. Big hit. That was contacted really high with Devisheri, and can't control it in defense on the Pacman side.
Yeah, Storm is going to be all about team defense today. This is going to be a great matchup. Athleticism against system.
Langley is serving again for Storm. Pass to the outside to Vernon Evans. That's Doug Devisheri with a hit. And the ball. The ball gets through the block. Second point for Storm. Take the lead 2-0 in this final.
That's fantastic dig by Heath. Great transition kill. That's Storm volleyball all weekend long.
Langley with a serve again. Tactical serve. That ball is low. That ball is low to the outside, but the block wasn't completely pressed. And Vernon Evans is able to get away with a kill. Number 8, Prentice from Pacman with a serve. It's a good pass, going to the middle. Quick hit here on the 31 by Truern. Goes through the block. Both teams kind of getting a feel of the net here with their blocking. Both teams being really aggressive in the net as well. That's Devisheri with the serve. Oh, and what a weird play here. We were going for some sort of combo ball, but confusion.
Yeah, that was an inside X, but that serve brought him in too far and just was bad timing, bad decision.
And that serve from David Cherry is out, bringing the score to 4-2 Storm.
You already see on the Storm side, they're trying to serve at the big outsides for Pacman, trying to make them hard and serve receive in transition.
Ken Davis, the award winner with the serve. And that hit from Heath is the block out and scores the 5th point for his team. Shane, Storm's going to have to definitely be using those balls and those hits, playing with the block, because Pacman's a physical blocking team.
You definitely have to attack at the block. Yeah, be aggressive, challenge the block, make the block, make the point. But yeah, so far, been very aggressive on the Storm side. They've shown no intimidation. They're like a hippopotamus in the jungle right now.
So timeout called by the Pacman coach at 6-2 for Storm. Quick timeout here by Coach R. Stankoff.
Yeah, I don't believe anybody is mostly right now. Storm just playing.
Okay, we're good. 30 seconds. It's a 30-second delay, so I just adjusted it, so I think it's good.
They deserve those points.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how.
I've seen over the past couple weekends, finals, that we've seen those early rounds come back in the game, so
Thank you for checking. Because there's a difference between the volume of the crowd and them talking.
But they set the speed perfect.
Yeah.
Pass. Upsets position 2. Someone's on that.
Setter got a high ball to position 2. The hit is dug by Storm. He's going to give a free ball back to Pacman. Sani with the hit, and that hit is high over the block. It finds the end of the court. Great hit there by Sani.
Fantastic. I would say that's like an international style hit, LP. Took a little bit of pace off, still hit it high and hard, over top of the block with a little bit of spin. Undiggable ball.
Absolutely, and I think that's what young players have to understand is it's very flashy to hit that ball straight down, but those are the hits. Points. So to the outside, he's with the hit. A little bit of difficulty here from Prentice with the block. He just presses a little bit too much inside towards the outside actually, and the ball is able to roll up the net. Point for Storm. The score is now 8 for Storm. Spin serve here by Heath.
hits the net. 8-6 for Storm. And Sani with the serve. Looks like he's going to jump. Oh, that's a float serve. And that float serve is out. I know, Shane, that at the back of the court here, but why do you think that those guys that have such power on their spin serve don't use it as much as they could?
Yeah, I think it's based on the ball we play with, right? It moves a lot in the float, and obviously we don't have a lot of space, but they're trying to make the best they can in the situation.
Broken play here, and it's a free ball. Oh, it was a broken play here. I don't know what happened, but Langley, the setter, ended up hitting from position 4. He hit that ball out, but Pacman's caught on the net.
Yeah, it looked like Jordan Figueroa there going on the top of the block there, a little bit on the net.
It's a high ball here to position 1, and Sani with the off hit to the cross court. We can't control it in defense by Storm. Sani showing really good signs of an athlete who's got his head in the game, hitting that ball hard and deep. Misconnection here on the Storm side. That ball off. Can't connect with the middle, and that gives a free point to Pacman. It's now 10-8 for Storm. Ball to the left side is dug by Sam. To the outside, Vernon Evans with the big hit, cross court. With no approach, Vernon Evans puts that ball right into the sharp cross court. Top to dig.
This will be a tough rotation potentially for Storm. They don't run a lot of C balls out of this rotation. You've got Schwann in the front row fronting the setter. So there's a lot of pressure right now. They have a good first contact.
Good passer for Storm to the outside. Big hit. Big hit to the line. Sani puts a hand on it, but unfortunately it touched the ceiling. It's point Storm.
Fantastic play by the setter. Brought the middle behind him. Good first pass. Spread her out the block and found that seam. Well done.
Langley with the serve. Oh, and that serves is in the net. He was going after Vernon Evans here. Not such a bad choice when you know what his abilities at the net are. Prentice with the serve. It's perfect pass. It's played to the middle. It's played to the middle. Truern is patient on that ball and actually forces the Pacman middle to reach the ball, and Pacman's caught on the net. Point Storm, 12-10.
Yeah, that's already Pacman's 5th blocking error being on the net, so they're trying to do too much right now, not being as disciplined.
Ball to the right side. That's a C ball, and that's a perfect shot right into that deep corner. That's undiggable.
Yeah, great set. Good first pass, but fantastic set by Jordan Figueroa.
Speaking of Figueroa, here he is with the serve. We're playing that ball in the middle. Good help. That was a great cover. The play is still alive. That ball is rolled. Non-setter, high ball to the outside. Big hit. And that hit finds the end of the court. That is the kind of play that Storm is going to bring. The ball is never dead until it is.
And another fantastic example of a deep shot, deep corner with spin that's going to be hard to dig.
Truern with a serve. Going to have to
nice
hit
set
that trouble
by
ball. It's rolled down the line. It's dug by Langley. Divicheri with the pipe. Truern with the hit. That ball is out. The coaches on the Storm side are calling for a touch on the block, but the ref won't hear it. Vernon Evans with the spike serve. That's service deep. Bring it to the net. We played a 31 here off pass at the attack line, and good read here from the middle blocker from Pacman. Patterson.
It's a good time right now to actually run that same play again and actually set away and go right one-on-one isolation. See if the setter sees the same thing.
Spinner. It's a good
There's
pass.
the dirty
right
right side.
like you called. Yeah. Oh, Shane, you called it, but the execution here just a little bit off. That ball is hit out. And Pacman takes the lead, 14-13. After 2 points for the whole set. Really, when we look at the semifinal, so watching Pacman play in the semifinal against the Titans 18U team, the Titans actually had 10 unforced errors by the end of the set. And if you make that many mistakes against a team like that, you're probably going to be running to some problems here.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting situation right now. We already have Pacman on the net 5 times. We already have Storm having 9 digs. So each team, Storm's definitely right now in control. But they're digging, they're transitioning, they're finding kills. A little bit undisciplined on the block and in some of their attack errors. But, you know, it's hilarious. Even though they're undisciplined, they're still up by 1. So because they're so athletic, they have the ability to make some of these errors but not have to play at that level.
Yeah, and if Storm wants to have a chance at beating them, they're going to have to be very disciplined as well. But the back set is a little tight. That set was a little bit tight, but hissing and quick and hits that ball hard. We can't control it on the Pacman side. That's point Storm, and we're back.
Right now, the Pacman are fronting every 30, so they should get isolation every right side set if they keep doing that strategy.
Absolutely. Hissink with the serve to the right side. And that ball is dogged by Divisheri. Another opportunity for Pacman. That one won't be dug. That ball is crushed to the cross court by Sani. Great hit. He didn't want that one to be dug again.
Great play by the setter to double up the same hitter. Always tough for the blocker to come back to neutral direction. So fantastic set by Jordan.
Right now, Figueroa has a lot of options with the lineup at the net for Storm. Not the tallest, not the biggest blocking line. Let's see what they do. Langley digs the roll shot. He's with the hit. It's up, it's up. Oh, and the block by Heath. We're going to put and Sani is called on a double touch. That was great play from both sides here. Keeping the ball off the floor and keeping the play alive. Great job for both teams.
Yeah, we're seeing both teams not just using power, but actually using some finesse shots, taking out the back, trying to think and strategize against each other. It's fantastic to see.
Spike serve. Called out. $15-15 for Pacman. Sani at the serving line. Hit to the cross court. Here, that was Josh with the hit. He hasn't get set a lot in this set so far, but I expect him to get some more balls as the other 2 hitters on his team are probably going to get more attention.
He's a great shot maker. He doesn't make a lot of errors either.
I hit that goes through the hands and falls short of the digger. That's a point for Storm. Storm still trailing by 1 here in this first set. Miscommunication. Vernon Evans was over on that ball. He was in the back row but stepped on the line.
Yeah, slight setting error there from Jordan. Almost looked like he had that idea he was going to set the pipe the whole time. Needs to play a little bit more free thinking.
And that serve was good. It was short, actually bringing Vernon Evans, forward so he would take him out of the pipe. I think that's what the server here for Storm was trying to do, but unfortunately put that ball in the net and gives another point to Pacman. Pacman with the serve. Setting the outside. Divish with a good cross-court hit, but it's dug. And Truern hits that over bump. Right back down. That was a good dig by Pereira, but unfortunately, if you give that opportunity to Truern, he's going to take it.
Yeah, great play by both sides, right? I mean, that's a fantastic dig and a great follow-up by Truern in the middle.
Langley with the serve. And that ball is hit over top of the block. Not a lot that Storm.
No, I mean, that's right there's an example of how special of an athlete is, and his ability to hit those unusual angles we just don't see at this age group that often. And that was a fantastic attack.
It's a high hit, but it's still only worth 1 point, and Storm knows it. One-on-one opportunity here for Hissing, but that out. 2018 now for Pacman. That's a need to give Pacman that far into the set. Prentice with the serve. That's a good pass. One hand set to the middle. Oh, and he's going to be called on an over.
Oh.
That is a questionable call, Shane.
Yeah, that's almost as odd as seeing a hippopotamus walking down the street.
That would be very, very odd. I've actually never seen a hippopotamus. And the way I say it is you. So to the outside, hit. Goes off the head of Figuera at the net, and Storm with the side out. 21-19 now for Pacman. Storm needs to take a point here if they want to still have a shot at the set.
Still see Storm is really challenging that Pacman block. Good.
Float serve here for Storm. That goes outside to Vernon Evans and a block! Hissing with the block. Now,
well, there's that serve you talk about, right? That kind of slight short serve inside his right seam, and it kind of makes it difficult for Shawan to get to his full extension. That's a smart. The Storm server. Did it again.
Vernon Evans again. The high ball. He gets the dug, but not controlled. Langley here went to dig that ball in front of Divish and just wasn't in the right position, and that's unfortunate because that definitely was a ball they could have capitalized on. Figuera with the serve. Playing with the race. It touches the block. Heath with that ball. That ball through the block.
It's a nice set by Langley there.
He's been doing this all set and keep being successful if he keeps going on those hands. Right. That ball is hit high through the block. It is tough to block a player who hits the ball that high.
But I really like what Storm was trying to do, though. They're trying to serve them short, put them in some difficult athletic. Then they're touching a lot of balls, both in the front row and back row. I mean, there's a lot of intelligent volleyball being played right now in both game plan and the strategy.
Absolutely. What I would like to see from the Storm side is maybe a little bit of a bit more soft block in terms of against a guy like Sani or Vernon Evans who touched ridiculous high jumps. If you want to go and then try to block them straight down, it might not always work because these guys are so high. So you kind of have to adjust your block a little bit and not necessarily go for the straight block, but go for, hey, I'm going to slow the ball down and give a chance to my defense to actually that ball and build an attack out of it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the Storm block behind them is a fantastic team defense. They've already got 11 digs this set, so they're doing a great job behind them. And I think a lot of it, too, is also that block timing. You know, it's difficult to let these guys go up there and jump early and then wait that little bit longer to try and touch that ball. But, you know, they're doing a really good job in team defense. I like their strategy. But, you know, athleticism, a lot of pressure on team system. And right now we're seeing a little bit more athleticism in some of these tight situations by the Pacman outsides.
Absolutely. And like you said, kids, if you're watching this, you want to block someone who jumps higher than you, delay your jump. Vernon Evans with the spike serve. Controlled here with the serve receive. Pacman with the opportunity to field the ball, and that ball is hit from pipe. Vernon Evans coming from the back row with the hit. It touches the block and flies out of bounds. Point, Pacman. Substitution for Storm Lightning. Number 5, Semplonius comes out for number 13, Van Eden.
Set point for the Pacman here.
24-21 for Pacman. Vernon Evans with the spike. Big spike, but it's controlled. So the right side, it's tight. Sani with the block, it's covered. Norman, Heast with the hit. It's Doug. Sani, that hit is. Oh! And point Pacman. I stopped for a second here. I wanted to see if number 10 from Storm, Kissack, was going to be able to recover that ball, because we know here at Rim Park for Ontario Championship Sports Court, and you're actually not allowed to play the ball and finish your run outside of the sports court. And that ball was really, really tight, and he did a great effort here, stretching his leg, trying to stay in contact with the sports court to keep that ball alive.
Yeah, that's true. You cannot go off the hippopotamus gray floor coloring. You cannot chase it that far, so you got foul, and he did a great effort there trying to keep the ball up.
Absolutely. So set 1 goes to Pacman, 1-0 in this 18U finals. We have a great atmosphere here. This court is really well positioned, and I think the OVA did a really good job this year at putting those stands around. People could just watch and enjoy that game.
It really is. It really stadium setting in here now with the people all sitting around, and I mean, this is a good opportunity. I know that we do work for the OVA, but I think everybody needs to give some thanks to the amount of work that goes into putting in this event, both in the infrastructure and the planning, the execution. We really are spoil these athletes in creating an amazing volleyball event. Everybody's part of it, from the families to the athletes to the officials and to the OVA staff, and everybody should be commended on a job well done for 3 weeks in a row now.
Absolutely, and I think it's a good opportunity to probably mention who these people are. You know, we are in contact with the people. We do this webcast. We get, you know, the viewers and listeners, but behind the scenes, the people that are making this happen are Kelvin, Ryan, you know, Rachel, Carrie, whose favorite animal is a hippopotamus, Caitlin, Kenan. I don't know if I'm forgetting someone. Mark, Aaron, all these people, all OVA staff are working really, really hard to bring you this event. Thanks to them. And let's get ready for that second set.
And we opportunity from LP and myself to congratulate Alicia Liddams on having her baby last week.
That is right, Alicia. Hey,
a little hippopotamus. Well, LP, this is our third final in the last 3 weeks, and that was probably the best set of volleyball we've seen so far in the gold medal matches.
You're right. I remember the last couple finals we've had. You know, they weren't the greatest games, but this was a well-played game, I think, on both sides. Especially if I look at the semifinals, both those teams are actually playing way better than they did in the semis. And I spoke to Coach Orostenko from Pacman earlier, actually, before the match, and one of the things he says was that his team has been getting better and better every day in this tournament, and that they're really on track to achieving their goals and playing a great game in the finals. And so far, they've been showing that they are ready to play. First point of the set goes to Pacman. 1-0. It's going to be interesting to see how Storm responds to losing that first set. By not much. I mean, they were right with the end of the set. Sorry here. Vernon Evans recovers the ball. He's going to get a second chance. And he hits that ball high. Doesn't touch anything. That's out of bounds. 1-1.
Yeah, talking to the head coach of Storm, Marquise, he was talking about his strategy today was about team defense, team block, trying to use a systematic approach to try and handle the Pacman athleticism, and so far they've done a very good job.
Great serve here. Right on the libero, though, so it's a good pass, and we're able to play in system with Vernon Evans putting that ball away from the right side. If you're going to have a big serve, don't serve the libero, especially when it's Jordan Pereira.
Yeah, Jordan's a special libero, special player, and a very good passer, a very good athlete in the Pacman. Really helps to solidify their serve receive.
Spin serve by Vernon Evans. Well controlled. Playing it back quick, but Truern was not following. Miscommunication here between Langley and his middle. And point goes to Pacman.
You know, we've seen that a few times from setters this weekend. You know, we're trying to say the same thing. Setters can't rush the hitters. If the hitters aren't ready, you can't set them. So sometimes the safe set's the best set.
Vernon Evans switching his initial position here for his serve, and that might have thrown himself up because he just missed that serve. Truern serving at 3-2 for Pacman. And that ball is out. Those are the kind of mistakes Storm's going to want to avoid if they want to have a chance at this game.
Well, as you said before, even if that serve was in, they were going back at the libero again. So I'm not quite sure if the execution was proper in that serve.
So to the middle. That ball is hit right on the line. Great hit here by Van Eden.
Yeah, and then there's a fantastic set there by Langley, and that time his hitter was ready and prepared for that fourth set, so it wasn't high risk, even though it looks like he forced the middle. Fantastic set. Great play by the middle. Be ready.
Confusion here on the Pacman side. Now the game is tied. We have number 15 for Storm serving, Wolf. New blood here in the lineup for Storm in the second set. Sandy with the roll, right on the libero. It's Doug. We're playing the pipe with Divis Sherry. It's Doug. Pereira with a jump set from the back row. Ball's dug by Storm. Again, someone's on the net. One of the Storm players is called on the net, and point Pacman. Coach Heath doesn't seem to agree. I don't know if you saw what happened, Shane, but some explanation would be good.
It looked like the setter was on the net in that one, but it was a tough call.
Forcing the middle again. This time it's a free ball for Pacman. Josh with the hit. That doesn't touch anything. Mistake for Pacman. We're back to 5-5.
That's a rare hitting error for him. He's a great shot maker for this team. Doesn't get a whole lot of exposure because of the big athletes around him, but number 7 is a fantastic player for Pacman.
We're a little maybe out of rotation. We're wondering who's actually serving here for Storm. Seems like it's Heath, number 3 for Storm. And Heath is going to go with the spike serve. Big spike serve right to position 4. We're going to go with the high ball. It's off the net, but it's dug here by the Storm libero. Ball out to Divisheri. Big hit down the line. That is dug and sent right over the net and just out. Great hit here by Divisheri, who's been really successful with his hits down the line so far.
Yeah, and he's a big jumper too, right? You see that time Pacman got caught jumping too early against him and gave him the seam down line.
Ball is tight and it's set to the outside. Divisheri here with the hit. It's dug by Sani. Middle setting the ball high to Jaj. It's dug by Divisheri again with the block out. Great hit here. A little broken play. That ball was maybe a little bit fast for him, but he plays it really, really smartly off the center hands. Good pass here by Jaj. The middle here, Prentice. Doesn't hit that ball too hard, but smart play. Just places it right in the
Doing a good job by our Ken Davies Award winner, Jordan Figueroa, to start moving the ball around, not just setting left side, not just setting right side, keeping the middles active. Smart play by him and the middle.
And that's a weird dump. Where Langley here went with his second hand, but from like the net, and it kind of surprised everyone on the Pacman side.
Awkward but effective.
Not sure I would ask my setter to do the same thing again.
Probably not.
That ball by Vernon Evans was dug, and the play is still alive. He's going to try to put it down again. It's dug again. Oh. That was a hard hit. I think that was legal. That ball was right over the tape.
Yeah, once just the smallest part of the ball crosses that net, you can go up and take it. So
he did what he had to
do. That was a
do.
good call, yeah. And he definitely terminated that ball.
Confusion here. We'll give it free ball to Pacman. That's going to go to the outside. And big kill here over the center. Smart play by Figueroa. He knows that Langley's at the net. They're blocking, and he's in front of Vernon Evans. He's going to use his number one the whole game against Langley.
Interesting. This second set, you're going to have that matchup 2 times through the front row. So, I mean, really could see some mismatchups here.
Good pass here by Storm. Split to the outside. Divisheri with a hit. It's dug by Sani. Vernon Evans on the outside. Hits down the line. Smart play. That's where coach wants from his outside hitters. Recognize that you've got a short and exploit that weakness.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Orsenko's kind of done his whole career. Weakness is, and don't be afraid to keep running it until the other team makes a change. And they're going to force the hand of Storm to make a change here pretty soon.
Divisheri with the line hit.
Great set.
Great set, great run. Line. Storm had taken a small lead, but back to a tie, and Langley's at the serving line. Vernon Evans with the pass. He's going to get the set, and he's going to hit that ball across court. Divisheri was in the right spot, but that hit was hit, and he can't control the dig.
Yeah, if Shawan's at full extension, he's got unlimited angles to attack at.
Truern with the hit. Truern's back on the outside. And great block here by number 15 from Storm.
You know, that shows the versatility of Storm.
Well
15 was swinging left side a couple plays ago, and now he's middle. They're moving Truern around. I mean, these guys have some adversity.
Oh, and that ball is served out. The Pacman receivers were confused. They just let that ball go, thinking another one was going to take it, and that ball actually ends out. So lucky break here for Pacman. Vernon Evans with the float serve. Right on Divisheri. We play in the middle. Wolf with the kill in the middle. Number 9 for Pacman. Patterson had trouble putting his hands over the net.
Yes, good contribution here by 2-3 points.
Truern with the serve. Gonna set that back to. Oh, and another block by Storm. Van Eden. We just saw 2 blocks by Storm by 2 guys that were not on the lineup in the first set. Great switch here and great addition to the lineup by Coach Heese. Deep serve and a little bit too deep. That serve by but hey, Storm now has the advantage in this game with the serve receive at 12-12. Patterson serving for Pacman. Devisheri with in the middle. Van Eden with the kill to position 1. That was a great rotation in the air.
Yeah, great first contact. Allowed Langley to run Van Eden there, and he did a fantastic job avoiding that block.
Ball to the outside is Jaj. That's hit right in the seam between the blockers, and libero Kisak can't control that ball. So we're going to see a number 15 Wolf come out here while he's in the back row, and Alex Carter for Storm is going to replace him. Alex Carter is a setter.
Yes, good double sub here by Heese to switch out his front row setter for a front row attacker, and then make on his back row attacker into a setter and try and keep a big front row. Good strategy.
And the serve hits the antenna by Sandy. Point Storm. Storm really showing that they can use all of their players to use all of their players if they want to be successful against Pacman. Set, that's a C ball. It's Doug. Libero set, Devisheri with a hit down the line. It's Doug. Set back to the middle. It's going to be a free ball. Van Eden with the pass. Devisheri with a hit down the line. And Pacman's caught on the net. Great play here by Storm. Now Sandy knows that Devisheri is going to hit that ball down the line, and he's been ready the last 2 balls.
Yeah, I mean, Devisheri has a natural line arm swing, right? Elbow comes from out to in. He's got a crooked swing on the top there, so he's more of a pull hitter. He's going to swing that 6-1 seam naturally, and it's interesting actually watching him attacking a Pacman block and then having Treek there on line, accepting that challenge as well. So it's a good little matchup here in the left side against right side defense.
Absolutely, and it's good to see a guy like Sandy, who definitely is well known for his hitting, showing some good presence here in defense and picking up those balls for his team. When we know that traditionally and typically right sides are not necessarily the best diggers out there.
No, that's a great point. I mean, he's obviously a superior athlete. He's very physical, but he's shown the commitment to try and help his team on team defense and not just providing points on the offense. And really, I mean, for these kids at the next level, I mean, getting kills is part of the job, but it's not the only job. And it's good to see these teams, players on both sides, are really making a great effort on the defensive end.
Mistake, serving for Storm. It's going to start costing. I know that they need to be aggressive on their serving, but they're going to have to put that ball in the court.
Yeah, it's a real fine line for them, but yeah.
Devisheri with the pass, it's set to him. Cross court hit. Vernon Evans by the libero Kisak from Storm. Vernon Evans again, and he just goes sharper. He just goes sharper and scores that ball. Coach Heese is arguing that someone was on the net. I just thought Devisheri fell in the net, but outside the antenna.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but I mean, Storm needs to be careful. They got to play emotional, but not out of control.
Kisak with a good pass. It's the middle. Hit by Van Eden. It's Doug. Vernon Evans with the high ball on the outside. It's blocked and recovered by Pereira. Vernon Evans with the hit. Sharp cross court, and that's just hit and half off the net, and there's not much that Devisheri can do on that ball. 16 for Pacman.
Yeah, that was a fantastic, very intelligent hit, right? Took a little bit of pace off, but accepted a sharper angle and put the ball where the defense wasn't. You got to be jumping pretty high to be able to hit that ball.
Vivisheri with the cross court hit is dug by Josh. Vernon Evans. That ball is hit down the line. It's recovered. Heese comes from the back. The ball is just a little too much in front of him. Put that ball in the net. 17-15 for Pacman, taking the lead by 2 points in this second set. And Coach Heese is going to call his first time out of the second set. Again, 17-15 for Pacman. Really good game here. Both teams are playing really hard. And what Pacman is that in the first set, Sonny was the guy that really pulled it off for them with a lot of kills, and Vernon Evans in the second set is really stepping up his game for his team.
Yeah, I mean, the Pacman aren't doing anything complicated. Starting to see some more digs from them, and obviously Jordan knows who his main attacker is, and Storm's having a hard time controlling his offense. And on the Storm side, I mean, they're doing a great job. They're scrapping along on team defense and team block, but maybe got a little bit too emotional there after that one net call and just need to regroup here. So probably a great timeout by Heese, and we'll see how they respond. They don't want to let Pacman gap this like a hippopotamus smile.
Storm here is going to have to find a solution to this big walking line here for Pacman. To serve. To the right side, right. Oh. That was a back row setter dump. I think there was a confusion. That ball, after the hit the head of the hitter. So that counted as the first contact. So the setter actually had to put that ball over, but of doing his jump set when he realized the situation. Storm came back with Wolf and Langley here. Another double substitution. That ball is a little short, and Vivisheri, really smart play, just pushes that ball through the block for the 16th point.
Seen that from Jordan Figueroa a few times. He's going up for his block and he's rotating, and he's been caught on the net times, and even that one he almost missed that ball. So if Jordan can just score up a little bit longer at the net, he should get more success from him on the net blocking.
Another serving error for Storm. That's got to be 5 serves. It's 5 missed serves in this set.
Yeah, at least. It's really starting to catch up to them now, too. Those are easy side outs for Pacman.
Vivisheri with the hit on the line. That was a good position by Sani. You gotta give those balls. Like, if the guy's gonna crush it right in front of you, you gotta give that away and play the percentage.
For sure. Listen, Pacman's going after their setter, and now Storm's going after Pacman. And if they're gonna hit the ball that hard, just all you can do is just do your best. Great response out of the middle attack there.
Absolutely big hit here by number 9 Patterson for Pacman, who's actually playing his first year of volleyball this year.
Yeah, he's had a great weekend. Yeah.
Vivisheri with a pass. Oh, here the combination. We were just talking about the fact that it's Patterson's first here in the middle for Pacman, and I think he just got completely fooled by that play.
Yeah, it's a great. You don't see too many X's nowadays, but it was a great time off the pass from the same hitter. So fantastic set, fantastic pass.
High ball here for Sani. Big hit in the cross court, and that touches the bounces out. 2019 now for Pacman. Vivisheri. He's been serving very aggressive. Let's see how he goes after a serve.
Big point right here. Big point.
Good serve, it's on Pereira. Going to set the right side. That's Vernon Evans. And the dig from the libero. Keep the ball alive. Langley sets that ball back. Vernon Evans with another shot. And that's dogged by the setter. Vivisheri with the ball from the back row. High ball set to Vernon Evans. And Storm's on the net. miscommunication. They had a great shot there, but we just, Storm put that ball as a free ball on the other side, and that's just a missed opportunity.
And we see this at club players all the time. Anytime you have an opportunity, the high ball set somebody, go to the antennas. These out-of-system pipes in the middle are too hard to capitalize on, and make that block, try and block angles as much as possible.
Absolutely. Vernon Evans with the float serve. Wolf with the hit, and that's in the net. Brings the score to 22-19 in the second set of this final. Pacman's in the lead, 1-0. Storm has to find a solution, and Coach Mark Heath is going to call a timeout to discuss what this solution may be with his players.
You see right now, Mark's assistant coach is trying to make sure Langley's in a proper frame of mind. There was a slight misset there, low and inside, and they're going to need him to run a good offense here to try and catch up in this set.
No, I think the assistant coach here is just talking to Langley, saying, "Hey, who are the hitters that are set in this game, and where do you want to go? And look at the other side. What do they have on their blocking lineup? And what's the smartest play to do here, given the situation?"
A lot of pressure on Storm here to get a side out. Win this point, 22-20 is manageable. 23-19 is going to be maybe a bit too much to try and come back.
Absolutely, and Vernon Evans, every time he's gone to the serve, his team has had really nice streaks and really good runs. So let's see if he can keep that one going. Vernon Evans for Pacman with the serve after this timeout. Float serve. It's passed off the net. Ball to the outside. It's blocked by Jaj. That was Hissink with the hit here for Storm, and scores now 23-19. Pacman with a big option on the game right now. Vernon Evans with the float serve on Davis Sherry. Take him out of the pipe. Truern with the hit. Is blocked and covered. He's going to get the ball again. And through the block. Big hit by Truern. And Truern goes to the service line, and he has not been having a great serving game. Let's see how he does with this score of 23-20 for Pacman. Big serve, but that's right on Pereira. Ball to Jaj. And up the net. We were trying for the cross court.
Probably a timeout here from Orst to try and slow down the spin server.
Absolutely. Good call, Shane. 35 years coaching experience on your side here, helping you.
I'm 4-6.
Sorry, Shane. It's hard to know how old you are. Here.
I was an amazing coach when I was 6 years old.
I'm sure your G.I. Joes really liked you as a coach. So, 23-21 Pacman. They're up 1-0. Definitely trying to slow down Truern here with a serve, but I think Truern is recognizing that, been having a hard time with his float serve, and he has a good spin, and there's nothing to lose here. He just has to go for it and put pressure on Pacman.
True. I mean, Truern showing why he was an all-star, an OVA all-star, and there's pressure on him now to make a spin serve, but he's more than capable. He's the heart and soul of this team, so it's a big moment right now for both clubs.
Truern with the spike serve again. That's in. That's tight to the net. Great pass by Vernon Evans. And that ball is down.
Fantastic pass by Vernon Evans in a fantastic set. And then great to see him not only pass that three, but also get rewarded with that pipe ball out of the back row.
That was a great serve by Truern. And I thought for a second that pass was going to be over, but great play by Pacman. And they have a match point here. 24-21. And that ball is served out. Confusion on the Storm side, and That 4:22 now. Pacman's going to side out for the match and the championship. Where is that ball going? Vernon Evans out of the hit. That ball's off, and that's the second hit. Double hit here. Uncharacteristic error here by setter Jordan Figuera. Maybe a little bit of nerves at this point in the game.
Yep.
24-23, still match point.
Probably see the same play though. Probably 30 with the right side set.
Watch the pipe, and it's set to the pipe. It's a bit low. It's tipped, and it's blocked. And it's blocked. Van Eden with the block. That set was a little bit low, and Vernon Evans had to tip that ball. We're going right away with the serve, right at the whistle, and that pass is out. That's an ace serve. Oh, what a change in this set at the end of that second set. Number 15, Wolf for Storm, serving great and taking Vernon Evans out of the play. And that's a hit here. That ball is out, but it's played by Vernon Evans. And the tip, and it's blocked!
Wow.
Hissing with the block. Giving the game, giving this set to Storm, 26-24. Wow. Listen to this crowd.
Fantastic response from Storm after that timeout. Couple little errors from Pacman. Just didn't quite think their way enough, and give Storm credit for executing at the block and team defense. You know, in that situation, team system, you know, at least for 5 points. Athleticism.
Absolutely, and I liked how Wolf went to the serving line, and, you know, they knew that ball was going to go to Vernon Macro. They knew they were going to try to, you know, set him with that pipe, and did a good job at taking that option out. And I think that Figuera with kind of some doubts in his head, because he was definitely going for that set, but now that he's out, he's got to think of the second option. And you know, a little miscue here and away with the second set.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you know what? I mean, Wolf was a major contributor. Set had some timely blocks, some great serves, had a couple of kills. I mean, great contribution for a player that I don't believe started in the first set. So, you know, Storm is showing some depth and willing to go to the bench, and some players have some major contribution coming off. And you know what? Based on what we saw this weekend, this is probably a fitting end to this gold medal match, going 3 sets and seeing how Pacman's going to respond here. Momentum is definitely on the Storm side.
It's always very exciting to see games like these going to 3 sets. I mean, you know, you really want those games to go to the end with both teams having the victory on the line here. So, no, that's going to be a fun third set to watch in this 18U OVA Championship Finals. And the whole crowd here going with a let's go Storm. Everyone cheering for their favorite team. This is a atmosphere here in this Pillars Arena. Wow. Exciting time. I don't even know what that is.
He doesn't know what it is. You were probably very vivacious when you got pregnant.
We're just about to begin that third set, and it is Langley for Storm with the serve. Pereira with the pass out to Vernon Evans. And that ball is dogged by the libero Storm. The ball is alive. Divisheri with the hit down the line. That was a great dig. And Shane, I mean, Kissack here just outside that block. Vernon Evans had to go to him. He didn't have to move.
Yeah, the lever for Storm is really challenging the hitter, playing aggressive defense. And you know what? You can feel momentum right now, and the crowd is definitely cheering for the underdog. So Pacman's going to have to collect himself pretty quickly here. See what kind of maturity they have.
And that pass was low and too hard driven to Sutter, and Figueroa got caught on the net. Nothing for Storm in this third set. Out to Vernon Evans with the big hit. It's Doug. Going out to Divisheri with the cross-court hit. Point Storm. 3-0 at the beginning of this third set for Storm. The whole team's on fire.
Yeah, still that team defense, right? Getting that first dig and that transition kill, and they're intimidated by the Pacman block, so it's good to see.
And I know Pacman wants to use Vernon Evans, but they're going to have to mix it up at some point because Storm just knows, and they're waiting for him. Divisheri here brings the ball down and gets blocked. Too bad. That was a good opportunity to take a very big 4-point lead in this third set.
That could end up being a really, really big block by Jordan. You know, timely, very timely.
Prentice with the serve for Pacman. Kissack with the pass. The ball out to Truern with the hit. That's Sani in the cross court. Langley can't control that ball because it's driven. (3-2) now for Storm. Pacman coming back in the game in this third set. And Prentice still at the serving line. Prentice with the float. It's passed by Divisheri. Going to the outside of Truern. Is dug by Figueroa, and that ball's a high ball to Vernon Evans, dug by Langley. And that ball is kind of weird. I mean, I think Kissack thought that he couldn't step inside the attack line even if he was passing that ball with the forearms, and he kind of missed cues on that one, and they give a point to Pacman. 3-3 now. Prentice with the serve. Kissack with the pass to the middle. It's blocked. Good help here by Vernon Evans, who comes to help his middle.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the best play to run an X or guys in the front row. You're just kind of bunching up the block into two seams, so hopefully they kind of spread the block around here and set away.
The 4-point run by Pacman to Truern. That's blocked. Figueroa with the block. That's a big run by Pacman, taking 5 points in a row and taking the lead 5-3 in this third set. Storm is going to have to find a solution. Energy is not going to cut it. You're going to have.
This is going to have to be a right side set, I'm pretty sure, to Divisheri, and see how he does one-on-one against Sharon.
They play the X. It's Doug. Vernon Evans with the good high ball, and Truern can dig it. I can feel a timeout coming. And timeout Storm. They just spoiled a nice 3-0 lead in this third set.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're running this X for into the biggest block. It doesn't really make much sense when you could try and get some isolation. And
I mean, if you keep the ball off the net with that right side set, and you give Divisheri to get under that ball and get a good hit, he's going to be able to score that ball. I mean, if you put it tight against Vernon Evans, he's going to put his hands on it, but give him some room, and he'll be able to have that space. And like you say, you're going to be spreading the block. Right now, I feel like they're trying to be too fancy for what they actually need.
I agree. I mean, run responded with a 6-point run, so we'll see if the Storm can get a timeout or a side out here. Go back and run on their own, but that's a great response by Pacman. They didn't get too phased by the 3-0 0-3 start, and you see their athleticism responding with those back row attacks, and now the block's really starting to step up.
Prentice back to the serving line. It's in. Sherry with the pass. To the right side. Off the block. And there's the kill. They should have done that 6 points ago.
Yeah, it's boring. It's not sexy, but it's effective. And you got the blocks spread apart. So anytime you can make your blockers try and move laterally, it's more difficult.
Sherry with the serve out. 7-4 now for Pacman. Sherry trying to put a little too much on his serve. And Figueroa is now in the back row at the serving line. And that Sherry outside. That ball is hit really high by Hissing. Hissing is not a big physical player, but he can hit that ball hard. He actually has a good vertical here for a player his height.
He does. Has a lot of power too. So that was a nice hard hit and challenged Pereira in the backyard, and it's going to dig him up.
Oh, good serve. White serve. That ball side. And the ball is on the line. I would say that was a blocking mistake here. Having that ball so tight to the net, you gotta go block that line. You gotta put your hand on the ball. You can't let the player hit that ball straight down like that.
Yeah, that block stayed inside. It went tight to the net, and if you're gonna leave it was almost like a naked set. If you're gonna leave that much space in a tight set to Schwann, he's gonna bury that ball every time.
Absolutely.
That's one of the few miscues on the block the Storms had all day, and thus a big bounce happens.
So 8-5 here in the third set. We just Pacman with the 3-point lead.
It's good to see Storms all smiles,
Vernon
trying to
Evans.
relax again. See if they get some momentum coming back.
Wolf with the tip. Right on Pereira. We're going to set Sani on the right side. Sani hasn't gotten set a lot lately in the last few minutes. Step up here with the kill on the right side. And we're going to see a substitution for Storm. Number 15, Wolf, is going to go out for number 5, Semplonius. It's off the net. Storm with the high ball. Hissing with the hit. And that's off the block. Point Storm. Storm's not going to give up. It's not that team. They're going to play until the end, and right now it's only 9-6 for Pacman, and they still believe they can come back in this game.
Yeah, we've seen multiple runs so far in this set, so we'll see if they can get the run on their own right now.
Another missed serve. That's the second missed serve in this third set. When you have a set that only goes to 15, and you put 2 serves to 4-10, it's going to hurt your team. Patterson with a serve. Good pass by Sherry. Play over the middle. And that ball is blocked. Has been having success hitting that cross-court shot, and he tried to combat on that ball, and Sani was there to shut the door. Second timeout now called by Coach Heese. 11-6 for Pacman. That's going to be a tough one to come back from.
Well, I believe this is Storm's second timeout, so all they can do now is substitutions and try and create their own momentum on play on the court.
Absolutely. And they have to keep things simple. I mean, they know, and we've seen it in the last set, Pacman gets kind of nervous. They get nervous and predictable when they come closer to ending the game. So Storm can take advantage of that, but they're going to have to play smart, play patient, and play a simple game. So both teams coming back on the court after the timeouts. Pacman players actually showing some Nice smiles here on their face. They look pretty loose. Let's see how Storm responds. Nice pass, and that's a dump. It's Doug, and Pereira almost scores with a set, and we're trying to dump. Sani's gonna finish the ball. Oh, it's and it's blocked. I think it caught the foot of Sani on the way down.
Yeah, actually, I think he did catch his foot, actually, by the way the ball spun off the ground there. So probably a good call by the official. Actually, I thought Jordan was a back row center there when he jumped and took the ball. Either way, I think the right team won that rally. Need to have a good run here by number 9.
His thing with the serve on Jaj. He gets the ball, and that's it. Cross court. A weird bounce off the net. Throws off Kisak on the defensive here. And Wolf comes back into the lineup, and Sani the serving line. He's going to float serve. Ball out to Divisheri. Divisheri with the hit. It's blocked out. Storm trailing 8-12 to Pacman in this set. And Van Eden with the serve. Storm gets the free ball. We're playing on the outside. Divisheri with the hit. And with the kill. Now Storm is starting to become very well. Curious to see how Pacman's going to adjust. And I'm sure they're going to talk right here in that timeout with Coach Orostenko.
Yeah, we're just starting to see a lot of left side against left side balls right now, and we'll see which team is able to run more of a systematic offense, probably get ahead here,
Well,
but we still need some aggressive serves here from Storm.
I mean, Shane, I don't know what you think of that, but what I see in this game right now is both teams really wanting to well, of course, to be successful and wanting to win, and both teams going to the outside, playing high balls, not playing, very fast tempo balls. They completely went away from their middles. Do you think that's because they're not comfortable running those sets and those plays? Are they playing safe right now, or it's just the way they play?
I think it's a combination. I think it's a combination where where they're getting their kills from. We know with the Storm setter's front row that they're going to be fronting him and having 2 blocks on the middle attack, so they're probably taking away that system. But we haven't seen a lot of back row from Storm. So, we've kind of run this inequality the whole time. With Pacman, we've seen a little bit more distribution, but when push comes to shove, they need kills. We all know they're going to the outside.
Serve by Van Eden. Taking Vernon Evans out. And that ball set to the... on the net. Sani had just hit that ball straight out. It would have been, but instead, Pacman is taking the lead 13-9. That's a tough call. Thomas Sora placing Figuera here at the net. I think we're trying to get...
Yeah, probably trying to get a more athletic blocker in the front row.
Yeah, bigger guy in the front row here to face Divisheri. And Divisheri gets the ball. And that ball's hit on the antenna. 14-9 now by Pacman. That's going to be a match point. And that one is going to be tough to come back from. It's 5 points now, not 3. Langley set out to Divisheri. Big hit, and that ball is blocked out. Langley into Sora. And Sora has Vernon Evans at the net. We all know where the ball is going.
This will be interesting. Hasn't set a ball, in quite a while. See if he's rusty at all or cold.
Big serve by Langley. 14-11. They're going to the back of the setter.
Yeah, smart play, right? Trying to serve behind the setter, make it more difficult to run that outside ball.
Big serve by Langley. It's going to Sani with the hit. This is Doug. Hissing with the set. Vivisheri with the roll. Sora with the ball. That's going out to Vernon Evans with the kill. Putting that ball through the block. 15-11, Pacman in the third set. Pacman 18U gold wins the gold medal of this Ontario Championship 2016 in the 18U Boys Division 1. Well, that was a nice game to watch. Both teams played well. We saw some great things from both teams. I think that Storm fought out of their performance. At the end of the day, Pacman's a really, really tough team to beat because of their physicality, and I think that this matchup here couldn't have turned out into a better game.
It was a fantastic matchup, really intriguing, right? I mean, watching team system defense against athleticism, and it was really exciting to see two different types of volleyball being played. Very thoughtful on both sides, highly competitive. Great for us that it went 3 sets, and it looks like Ontario is sending, the top 4 teams that are finishing today. We're sending 4 to 8 great teams to nationals here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see these 2 teams in a national final, to be honest.
Absolutely, and from my perspective, it's good to see that in Ontario we have a little bit of both. We have, some physicality, some can hit the ball real high and hard, and we also have guys that can dig the ball and play really good defense. So, it's good to see, and we're going to wish all these boys good luck for the future in their university careers. I mean, these guys are moving on after playing for many years in the OVA, and we're going to wish them all the best in their future careers.
30 seconds to wrap it up.
All right, well, that is it for the men's 2016 gold medal final, 18U. We're going to take a short break here, and we'll be back shortly with the women's 2016 Ontario Championships final. See you soon.